Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this video from. My name is Aching. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I make plantain fries. I know, yes, plantain fries. I love plantains. Plantains is one of the African dish that I just love, especially when it's fried. And you can cut the plantains in different shapes. Sometimes I'll cut them in just circular shapes, but sometimes if I feel like I'm tricking my mind in eating fries and I do not have potatoes in the fridge, I usually just kind of play with the shape of the plantains. So this is a fun recipe, let me put it that way. So guys, if you have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button. I know we can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And for my subscribers, I love you. Thank you so much for the support and for the views, the comments, everything. Do not forget to hit the notification button so you can be alerted every time I post a new video. So I already have my plantain cleaned, and I'm just going to show you how I create the fries shape. So today in this recipe, I'm just going to use 2 plantains. This one's right here. And then going to remove this skin. Set it right here. And do the same. And when you see your plantain the skin coming off, that tells you that it is ripe. If you want the amazing flavor of plantain, make sure that it is ripe. It has to be ripe for you to get the best flavor out of it. So I'm going to begin with this one right here, and how I create the fries look. I cut them in slant shape so that I can have the long strips. After that, I go back and cut them like so. So with this, it gives you the fries shape. I do the same to that. And remember, plantain, when it's ripened, it's almost delicate. So you want to be very careful with it because you do not want it to break. So I'm just using this bowl right here. And I'm going to show you another trick that I do. The trick that I use with this, I usually add some salt, like a pinch of salt. It gives you like that perfect blend between sweetness and the salt test. It really adds an amazing flavor. I'm going to put that way. Add here. Add this one here. And I'm going to repeat the same for this one. It's easy to use the knife to pick them up. And then the last one. And voila. And what I'm going to do is add another pinch of salt on this layer, and we're going to let it sit as we heat up the oil. So the oil for our plantain is warmed up and our plantains have rested. So what I'm going to go ahead is go and add our plantains into our oil. And as you can see, I used a wide pot so that I do not want to lose the shape of the plantains. I'm just going to add all of the plantains. You can do a small batch at a time, but because I have space and I'm not preparing a lot of plantain, I'm just going to add all of it. And also, I do not want the plantains to cook too fast. That's why the heat is not too high. And with plantains, you have to be very careful because they're delicate. So you want to be very, very careful with how you manipulate them. So we're going to let this cook, not cook, but fry. And also because I'm using a smaller burner, the heat might not be distributed all the way, but it is okay because I want it to cook slowly anyway. So I'm just going to increase the heat so that the heat can spread evenly faster. Just going to give it time. With plantains, you just want to give it enough time and not rush it too fast. So I'm just making sure that you're not getting stuck together. And I'm just going to let them fry just slowly. We are not in a hurry. Remember, guys, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please click on the subscribe button. We need 1,000 followers by the end of this year, and I know we can do it. So I'm just making sure that not attaching to each other. And sometimes plantains, because the texture of plantains is very soft, sometimes it's going to break, especially if it's very ripe, if you use plantains that are very ripe. So don't be too hard on yourself. It's just the texture of the plantains. So I'm not going to mess with them too long. I'm just going to let them cook until they brown, so that I'm not breaking them too much. So I'm going to give it just a couple of minutes. So our plantain has started to brown. I am going to turn it on the other side. Just carefully and gradually. Just making sure I turn all. And because this plantain was very ripe, that is why it's breaking here and there, which, like I mentioned before, it is absolutely okay. Depending on how brown you want your plantains to get, you can cook them longer. But I am going to let this fry for a couple of minutes until I'm happy with the color. Some of them have already browned, but some have not. So I'm just going to give the other one some time to brown. So I am happy with the color that we have. It has browned and it looks amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat. And I have my parchment paper here that's going to help to soak in the oil. So I'm going to go ahead and gently move our plantain fries and voila, there you go. We have our plantain fries. They look amazing and I cannot wait to try them. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. God bless you. Do not forget to subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think about our plantain fries video. Until next time, bon appetit.